Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Building Anaxes here on the channel. We got week 20, and we are finally back. It feels like I've been gone for a pretty long time. In fact, I actually have been gone for like 3 or 4 weeks, so I will be explaining, of course, where I've been, what I've been doing. Don't worry, I've still been working behind the scenes on Anaxes in terms of designs and stuff like that. Now, today's video and probably the next segment are going to be a little bit on the shorter side. I am still really busy with other things, which I will get into just after this part of the video, but I am going to be pushing out content for Anaxes, and today we're taking a look at the BARC Speeder. It's one of the fastest, sleekest reconnaissance Clone Wars speeders, and I'm very happy to have it presented to you guys now. Now, a buddy of mine, Luca from Luca S Projects, I'm sure you guys have seen his builds over on Instagram or wherever you may have seen him. He makes incredible stuff. Links down below in the description. Go ahead and support his builds. But he sent the design over to me. He wanted to know if I would be interested in using the design for Anaxes, and overall, it's a beautiful speeder that Luca has created, and I was extremely excited to use it, and I have been sourcing parts and getting it all. Of course, that is what we're going to be talking about today. Before we go ahead and get anywhere further, let's of course give shouts to our 2 series sponsors. Number 1, we have Brick Stuff. You guys know if you're looking for third-party lights or kits or anything like that for your sets or even your own mocks like I have in Anaxes, go check out Brick Stuff down below. Use coupon code capital T, capital B, capital W, 10 to save 10% off. And our 2nd series sponsor, Minifigs For You. You all know the drill. David's company has supplied the Bad Batch squad of minifigures, which I believe are sold out at the moment and are very rare to find. So I'm actually really happy to have them now, especially more than ever. So go ahead and check out Minifigs For You down below in the description. So why have I been gone? It's been 3 or 4 weeks since the last Anaxes update. Well, here's the thing. Basically, there are 4 things. 2 of them came up really fast and unexpected out of nowhere, and 2 of them you guys know of. So the first 2 that you know of is school and work. Obviously, I am working a ton. I work retail during the holiday season. Any of you guys who have ever worked retail during holidays will definitely know what it's like to work a lot. So I am putting in a lot of hours at my job, and I've also been putting a lot of hours in the books at school, making sure I finish my semester off right. So that was originally like what was going to be consuming a lot of my time, and then 2 amazing things happened. The first thing you guys know is I got the Imperial Star Destroyer. I participated in Beyond the Bricks charity live stream. I donated some sets to the Creations for charity, and I did spend probably 5 or 6 days building that thing. I'm very happy with it. Also, you guys should notice that there is a display case and not just the set. I'll be putting out a lot of content with that Star Destroyer coming out soon, and I'll be doing a full showcase on that display case. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for that video. So I spent a lot of time making the Star Destroyer, making content for that. I probably filmed about maybe 3 or 4 videos that you guys will be seeing just with the Star Destroyer alone. And then the 4th and final thing, which has been taking up a lot of my time, is I've actually received all of the 2020 LEGO Star Wars sets. You guys will be seeing a giant wave review video on Beyond the Brick. Hopefully, actually, in fact, when the video goes live, you will have already seen the video. So I'll leave a link down below and make sure you go check that out. I did have to build all of those sets, make a giant video, and I've also been working on making my own individual videos for my channel with those sets. So I've been very hard at work. I know a lot of you guys might not think I've been putting in the work with the channel or the mocks, but definitely just take my word. I have been putting a lot of hours into filming and editing and reviewing and processing and uploading, so I have been going really strong. I cannot wait for the content you guys are going to see. And also, one last thing before we go ahead and jump into the BARC Speeders. By the time you guys are watching this video, I will be down at David's place. We'll be hanging out, filming a bunch of content. I will have also already seen Rise of Skywalker, so hopefully I'm really happy with the movie, and I'll be having more content with myself and David for both of our channels coming soon. So guys, this is going to be one of the best times to be subscribed to the channel. So much amazing content. But with that out of the way, let's jump on into the BARC Speeders. Alrighty then, so after about maybe 30 minutes or so of working on the speeders, just because it's my first time, it took a little bit longer than I expected, but here they are. We got 4 of these BARC speeders here. They are minifigure scale, and while I don't really have the exact minifigure, I don't have like the scout minifigure for the BARC speeder, I did want to put on just one of the Phase 2 clones to show you guys what it looks like. Now, for a quick sense of scale, that's the BARC speeder, and this is the ATTE. So the BARC speeder is small, but it is minifigure scale, which is great. Now the concept, at least what I would understand about the BARC speeder, is that it's designed to be like this frontline sort of, I guess, scout vehicle that was really fast, really lightweight, really maneuverable. Now I just put some 1x1 transparent cones there just to give it the illusion that it is sort of levitating on the ground. But we have all 4 here. I don't think I'm planning on building any more of them. But let's actually take a look at the elements that are being used here in the speeder. Now, there aren't too many parts, and most of them are going to be smaller elements. Maybe the biggest one is like a 1x6 plate and then some maybe snot bricks. But you guys can see here that there's a lot of small pieces here that do make up this BARC speeder, and the instructions that Luca has made for this is really just step-by-step, self-explanatory. Very, very easy to follow. The only thing that's a little frustrating about a build this size is just because of the size of the elements, just naturally they're really small. So of course, if you maybe push too hard on one, you could sort of cause the entire speeder just to collapse, which definitely happened to me a couple of times. Now, it is also worth mentioning, I did have some modifications done to the BARC speeder. Really, it ultimately came down to what parts I did have on hand, and I didn't really want to spend additional money if I could avoid it, and I just wanted to save and use what I had. So I did make some very slight modifications. I have made the back of the speeder a little bit bigger. Here, I'll show you this one. I have made the back of the speeder a little bit bigger, a little bit more wider, so just keep that in mind. Also, the pedals are supposed to be a 1x2 light bluish gray piece and not dark bluish gray, so also keep that in mind. But overall, I'm pretty sure I followed the instructions to the best of my ability, and I gotta say, it looks really good. It's very lightweight, and it's got a lot of detail, which I'm really genuinely surprised at, because it's really hard to fit this good amount of detail into a Lego MOC. Now, one thing that I do love about this is the way you can actually pose your clone trooper to make them look like they're actually on the seat. Now, of course, with Lego, it's really difficult. You guys can see I have taken the legs off of this Phase 2 clone trooper and put them onto the pedals with the torso on the top, and then have it look like he's actually like riding it, which this looks really nice. I'm not used to doing and investing in smaller looking details like this, but I do really like the look of this, especially how it actually looks like he's on the speeder itself. So that was really ingenious. I'm sure Luca wasn't the first one to come up with it, but he was the first one to kind of show me this, so I do really like that look. You can see here the front of the speeder, all these pieces are connected by a snot brick with like studs on all the sides. We have some 1x1 plates on the front, a 1x3 tile on the bottom, some modified plates on the sides with some tile and a G-slope here. We have like a little pipe piece that does connect to 2 of the U-clip parts. And then for the handles, we have some of the black handlebars with the actual minifigure black hands, which do look really nice, which I do really like. So moving towards the back, you can see here it's really well done. We do have a slope and then some other slopes as well to smooth it off on the back, make it look really textured, and just overall an amazing BARC speeder. Now, like I said, I have opted to include 4 of them in this Anaxes MOC. I don't think I'll need any more. I'm thinking for the display, I'll probably just have all 4 of them sort of like on this front side of the MOC, like getting ready to move out or something like that. I don't think I need any more. It's not like these guys are, you know, like a powerful sort of army part. They're kind of like a reconnaissance, really. So thinking for the display, I'll have all of the minifigures, you know, lined up right over here, and then I'll have maybe 4 of the BARC speeders, maybe one of them kind of leading the way in the front patch, but then having the rest of them behind them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for it. But overall, I mean, I know it's not too much for this week, but I did want to bring an entire video just dedicated to how this BARC speeder turned out. I know there are a lot of other designs out there, but I'm really happy with how Lucas came out, and I cannot be more happy to have been able to include this. So let me know down below, guys, in the comments what you're thinking of the BARC speeder design, what you think of the element usage, maybe what you would do differently. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Now, me, you guys know I'm not a vehicle builder, at least as of yet. I haven't quite achieved that power, but hopefully one day I'll be able to design vehicles and stuff like this. But even if I was able to design a BARC speeder, I really just fell in love with this design, so there's no really need for me to actually go back and try to design something of my own, because this thing just looks great. I'm really happy with it. It's really narrow. There are all 4 of the BARC speeders on Anaxes. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let's head to the outro of today's video. Alrighty guys, that wraps up week 20 of Building Anaxes. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know down below what you're thinking of the BARC Speeders. Like I said, I only think I needed 4. I don't think I needed that many more. I think the idea is that, like, they're this frontline reconnaissance vehicle. I don't need a swarm of them. I will be also including ATRTs. Hopefully that should be the segment for next week or the week after. It depends on Christmas and stuff like that. But the BARC Speeders look amazing. Once again, thank you to Luca Projects for getting the design to me. Check out all of his stuff down below in the description. Contact him if you want to pick up the instructions. He'll be more than happy to hook you up. Now, I know today's video was a little bit on the shorter end, and like I said, I do plan on doing another shorter styled video for the next segment as well. Again, I've still been relatively busy, but I do want to make sure you guys are still keeping updated with this series. And I do honestly feel like the BARC Speeder was worthy of a segment of itself. It's a really nice design, and of course wanted to help out a friend who has built an incredible design. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Of course, if you did, drop a thumbs up and let me know down below what you're thinking of everything so far. Now let's go ahead and talk about future plans. I don't plan on taking another long extended break like this in the series. I gotta admit, sitting back in the chair filming Anaxes does really make me excited. I will maybe take a 1-week break. Again, I know it's not really just up to me. It depends on the holiday season and if I'm gonna be home and like available to build during Christmas and New Year's and stuff like that. So I don't plan on taking another long extended break. You might see one segment missed here and there, maybe once or twice. Now I do plan on finishing the mock by the end of February. I want it to drop around the same time that the new Clone Wars season comes out. I think that would just be optimizing my ability to get this mock to as many people as I can and have a lot of people just enjoy my hard work. And of course I want to share it with as many people as I possibly can because I've honestly put a lot of work into this mock. So that is the plan. Again, we're not taking another month break. It's not going to happen. I promise you guys. So don't go anywhere. Of course, if you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe down below. You're not going to want to miss any of these updates coming out. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Once again, go support our 2 sponsors and Luca Projects down below in the description. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.